Good morning, buddy. Welcome to Tuesday. And today I'm going to title this, excuse me, please forgive me, Technology Tuesday. We're going to call it Technology Tuesday because one of the things that I've really been vacillating with is the fact that I have given you two tutorials thus far with no terminology. So, on Monday, you can still expect a Make It Do It Monday where I will provide you with a tutorial. But during our Tuesday morning chats, I'd like to at least begin to introduce the basic crochet terminology. So, for those of you who see patterns and you want to read them but you don't know how, forgive me. Apparently, I have hair on my lip. Ugh. Anyway, Um, that being said, I am going to introduce one or two terms each week, and I will speak to you with those terms as you would see them in a pattern. So, for example, our two terms today are CH and SC. CH is pretty easy to guess based on where it is in the pattern usually. CH means chain. And that's just the initial loop that you create to form the beginning rope that we start to create our pattern. It may say CH26, which just simply means after you've created your slip stitch, chain 26. If you see CH after you see other letters, that means that you're going to perform that previous stitch. Let's say um, the stitch is CH. I'm sorry, SH. SH, I will happily explain, is single crochet. It just means that you stick your hook into the loop from the pass below, whether that's the chain or the previous row. You pull up a loop and then you pull another loop through both of those loops. Single crochet. Very simple. I will warn you in advance that oftentimes I probably will say single stitch. Forgive me. That being the case, if you see CH after SC, that just means you create your single crochet and then you chain one or chain however many they tell you to chain. It's a space between those stitches. Simple, easy breezy. Sometimes it's used to create a corner in a fabric. Sometimes it's used to create a window or a space. Sometimes you skip chains or stitches from the row below. Sometimes you don't. It really is going to depend on the pattern. And we'll talk more about that as I begin to show you patterns where those stitches are applicable. That's all I want to say on terminology for today. Short and simple. Two words, two sets of letters. They are workhorses in the crochet community and in the crochet pattern community. So, yesterday, very briefly, and I guess maybe in a few times in the past, I have mentioned some memories that I've had about crochet. And like I said, my mother crocheted. However, I didn't learn from her. In fact, she didn't really ever try to teach me to crochet. I was not an easy person to teach, especially for someone who just wanted you to see it and get it. I was not that girl. I needed to know how you got to that process. Is there an easier way? And can I do it my way? She was not gonna put up with that. So she just simply said no, no. You can go sit down somewhere, go grab a book. And I kid you not, for those of you that know my mother, you know that my mother sounded exactly like that, with exactly that face. Not in the mood for you. I don't want to be bothered. Go. Go find you a book. Go outside. Go do whatever you're going to do. But get away from me. That is not me. But yeah, there are times I guess it is. I think as much as we resist being someone we did not hold in high regard, a bit of their persona ingest and invest itself within. Here we go again with these moths. I did find out yesterday it was a very large moth that flew by my face and is making his home by the light near my front door. Still, I do hope, and I will look. I haven't really had much time to look because I've been feverishly crocheting during the break times that I've had between daycare and getting my son ready to head back to college, which literally happens this Friday. I take him back on campus Friday. But nonetheless, I have been feverishly busy on a baby blanket for a client who will spend a few hours with me tomorrow and then officially start with me next week. So, you guys saw me working on my corner to corner, or C2C, the letter C, the number 2, the letter C. I got pretty far with it, in fact, and I'm kind of excited about that. Um Another thing I want to try to get to do today during nap time, which will be a deviation for me a little. I've done a short before, but today I want to do a short and just give you a quick view of me creating a cake, because I've got to make some yarn cakes to continue my more serious and progressive project, the wedding blanket. Um, I can tell you right now, I haven't made very much progress on it. I found this on the web. I didn't ask you. Forgive me. Um, oh, you might have also noticed that it is pretty dark outside. It is 5:38 in the morning. I started filming 10 minutes ago, but I've been out here fussing with things for about 20 minutes. I came outside at 5:05 because I wanted to get this day started. I wanted to get this process started. And forgive me, I had to get the coffee. As you can hear, it's pretty full. Mm, mm, that is so, so good. Excuse me. I don't know if I'm being watched by an animal or a person, but I hope they like what they see. Nonetheless, um, I got pretty far with my blanket. My goal today is to finish off that last part of the corner that needs to be done and pop a border on it and call her done. Um, but nonetheless, like I said, I do need to create some cakes that will go for that main project that I'm constantly working on. I got up this morning, made my coffee. Today's coffee, again, is I'm on a pumpkin kick, ladies and gentlemen. I really am. But no pumpkin puree today. Today is simply the Atkins vanilla protein shake with, instead of 8 ounces, your girl did 12 ounces of pumpkin coffee. And I cheated. I did 2 6 ounces of the brew in my Keurig because I wanted a more intense aromatic flavor. I did my pumpkin syrup. I added a little bit of the pumpkin spice that you would normally put in food to kind of give it a little, bolster of flavor. I need the bolster. I need the coffee. And of course, once that's done, I don't know. Some of you probably wondered if I ever drink water. Now, you know how big that Stanley is. That's 40 ounces. I have a different Stanley that I do water in. And yes, as we are all on so many different platforms and social medias, I'm on TikTok. TikTok has this beautiful thing called water talk. I don't, I discovered it a while ago. Please understand, I'm true to this, not new to this, and I'm diabetic. So I'm very careful in the choices that I make as for the water that I drink. I don't like water. I won't lie to you, and I'm bougie. So I'm probably only going to drink Dasani. I don't drink tap water. I'm told that the tap water in my community is some of the best. I'm like, the best compared to what? Put a straw in the Mississippi and you're going to give me the same reaction. I don't want it. I'd rather not. Never. So, yes, I drink Dasani water, but I'll mix it with different sugar-free shake-ins or syrups and create different flavors. Right now, I am on a pineapple. Um, I think it's margarita. I think it's a margarita flavored uh, pina colada. No, it's a pina colada kick. So I do one pineapple, one pina colada, 2 pumps of strawberry syrup, and it's an intense flavor. But for 40 ounces of water, it's good. Of course, I add ice because you need it to woo, give you the kick you're looking for, and I need it. And I do usually 2 of those a day. Sometimes, if I'm up late, which is rare because your girl goes to bed early, I'll have a third one, or at least half of a third one, even if I can't finish it. So, yes, that means I'm also going to the bathroom a lot. But I did have the opportunity to spend some time in the YouTube streets, as we all do. And thank you for coming in. Please hit the like and the subscribe because I want you to come back. But in the process of being in the YouTube streets, one of my morning routines is Fortunate with Kim. And yesterday she was discussing her weekend and how for her, the weekend included a family reunion of sorts. And a lot of it evolved in kind of mixed around music. I love music. In fact, although because of copyright reasons, there's no music for me when you see me crochet. In my headphones, I'm listening to music. It's probably the other reason you don't hear me counting. One, I think counting when I'm supposed to be your buddy crocheting is a little disrespectful because it throws your count off if you are indeed crocheting. But it I will start singing, and we've had this talk. That's not a good idea. You don't want to hear it. You don't deserve that kind of punishment. Nothing you ever did was so bad that you need to hear this girl sing. That's not good. And we won't do that. So no, no, no. No, no, no. And don't worry, you could never get me drunk enough because again, I'm diabetic. I don't drink. And if I do, it's going to be something very, very small. We are talking maybe 2 sips of a glass of wine. And even then, I'm high maintenance about my wine. I don't drink red wine. I don't drink dark wine. I don't drink bitter wine. Ugh. I'm a sweet girl. All the more reason to stay away from all of it. So that's pretty much all I have for you today. I'm going to crochet with you for a little while, but I just wanted to get my morning started with a good morning to you, to let you know you're on my mind. Even when I'm not in video with you, I'm thinking about you, the person on the other side of that camera who took the time to drop in, spend a few minutes with me, maybe crochet with me, and enjoy a part of their day with me. So for that, Thank you. And as I stop the discussion portion of our video, I want to remind you, drink your water, eat something good, something healthy, maybe something a little not so healthy, but don't go overboard. It's only Tuesday. Get a taco if you like, a healthy one if you can get it. Okay, add some sour cream. It'll be worth it. But whatever you do, have some fun today. And we'll see you tomorrow. Let's get ready to do what we do: crochet, knit, watch me do what I do, whatever that is. Thank you. And we'll talk again tomorrow. Bye bye.